wondering if the world would ever go back to normal, which thank God it did. Many of our normal activities, whether it was extracurriculars, athletics, academics, or even out-of-school pastimes, seemed as if they had reached a dead end. But did we let that stop us? No, not at all. We adapted to the new system and we made it work. We continued to advance as individuals and chase our ambitions. That mindset is what got us here today. We did it. We graduated. However, today is nowhere near the end, but instead is just the beginning of our journeys ahead. Whether you go to college, get into a trade, or go straight into the workforce, an adaptive mindset is a necessity in life. Every one of us is bound to reach some sort of roadblock, no matter what it may be. But it's times like those where we need to focus on our goals and adapt to the situation in order to succeed. As Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Now with that being said, I have had the privilege of working alongside some of the most talented, persevering people I have ever met during my high school years at Ansonia High. Many of whom not only strived for greatness in the classroom, but also did so with their personal lives. I believe that the class of 2023 will go on to be our next generation of successful career holders. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you Kinsey Hartzell, Austin Obringer, Rebecca Presume, Marissa Shook, and Marissa Warner, and Madison Warner, our 5 valedictorians, and Danae Giesman, our salutatorian.
Thank you, Scotty, and thank you to the Board of Education, determined teachers, loving families, and supportive friends who are here to watch us take our final walk as AHS students. Before I take that walk, however, I stand before you today honorably labeled as one of the 5 valedictorians of the class of 2023. I am extremely grateful for everyone and everything that has pushed me and challenged me to stand behind this podium and represent my classmates who have not only become my friends, but my built-in family. However, what happens to the quote-unquote valedictorian label when I walk out of these doors with my diploma? The truth is, it will vanish. I will instantly turn into one of the thousands of alumni of Ansonia High School. Although this might sound devastating to some, it is somewhat relieving to me. Relieving to escape the labels of high school. Whether they were encouraging labels such as best dressed or accusatory such as being too emotional. Some of us may feel trapped in the labels we have gained in high school, feeling as if they are driving us down one road with both of our turn signals broken. But now we are in control. I mean, come on, this is our final day in high school. This is our chance to act on our want to change. When we get in our cars to leave this ceremony, we have a choice. We can leave these labels right here in our high school lockers, or we can take them with us. No one to stop you, no peer pressure, no one's opinion but yours. Use this day to transform yourself into the person that you always wanted to be. Labels are not permanent. They are simply tags placed on people based on the current climate. So now is your time to rip them off and create new. Some might take more strength than others, but just keep pulling, even if there is still some sticky residue left. If Sierra Mist can suddenly turn into Starry on one Sunday afternoon, you can do it too. So walk out these doors and take chances. Put yourself out there and pursue your goals and dreams no matter how far they seem. Have confidence in every decision you make with the hope that they will lead you where you've always wanted to go. To the classmates I have created irreplaceable memories with over the last 12 years, I challenge you to open your personal dictionary and change your definition. Good luck with your endeavors, and thank you.
Forrest Gump's mom said that life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I've always been confused by that quote because every time I've bought boxes of chocolate, the back always shows exactly which types are inside. I think that Forrest's mom is wrong about chocolate boxes and wrong about life. You do know what you're gonna get. Your life is an accumulation of all the choices you make and the paths you take. I believe that the moment that you realize that your future is determined by your own decisions rather than your own excuses, it becomes possible to build a future. Over the course of the 18 years that I've been alive, I've learned many lessons. I've tried some things and failed most others. Through my many failures, I found a balance in my life that I always strive for. The key to that balance came when I made two major changes to my perspective on life. The first thing I changed was my mindset on a day-by-day basis. I used to see everything I did in a day as a never-ending list of tasks that needed to be completed. If I could just get through that list, maybe I'd feel free and finally be finished. But the list never went away, There was always something to do that was keeping me from being happy and being content. I realized this, and I started viewing the menial tasks as a privilege. I began to view every day I spent breathing as a gift rather than a burden. Sitting around and doing nothing feels great, but doing something can feel so much more rewarding. The second thing I changed was my mindset about what's most important. Everybody has a dream, a passion, a goal, something in their life that brings it meaning. Maybe it's being insanely strong, or maybe it's millions of dollars and a house you never stop finding new rooms in. Maybe it's a family that you want to build. Or maybe for some, it's helping everybody that you can. Sometimes these dreams can feel like a fantasy, something that is unattainable and impossible, but it's not. I decided that chasing the life I wanted was more important than the comfort of being lazy, and I never regretted that decision. Become exactly what you want to be. Put in effort every day to get there, and you'll be surprised just how possible your dream really is. Congratulations to my friends and my classmates, and thank you to everyone who made an effort to push us in the right direction. It's been a great 12 years, and we have the rest of our lives ahead of us. A special thanks to my parents for bringing me into this world, and thanks for the freedom you guys always gave me. You gave me the room I needed to grow into the man I wanted to be. So all the nights you let me stay out super late were worth it. I'd like to finish by leaving the class that I've known since preschool with one last piece of advice, a synopsis of everything I find important. Create something you can take pride in and fight for it every single day.
When I sat down to write this speech, I found myself at a loss for words. And if you've ever met me, or even had to proofread my essays, you know that this does not happen often. I knew that I could smile and let cliches flow off my tongue, yet I also know that the moment I step away from this microphone, many of you will likely forget them. I knew that I could give a long list of advice, but who am I to give advice on life after graduation, as I too have yet to turn my tassel? As a result, I have found myself turning to the most powerful tool in my arsenal that has blessed me with the opportunity to stand here today as not only a graduate, but one of the valedictorians for both Ansonia High School and the Miami Valley Career Technology Center, prayer. In the fall of 2013, we started the third grade, and we received our first letter grades. The moment I saw the capital letter A branded in red ink on a page of my work, I began praying that I would be able to maintain this grade standard until graduation. Little did I know how this childlike faith would sustain me through one of the most difficult things I've ever accomplished, finishing high school. Growing up, many of you considered me the smart girl. What you maybe did not see were the hours spent studying, staying late after class, paying for a Quizlet Plus subscription, watching additional lectures on YouTube, searching the internet for extra practice problems, and summer nights spent preparing for the ACT. I put literal blood, sweat, and tears into this as I performed capillary punctures, attended clinicals, and wept at the stress of it all. Still, I prayed. 10 years later, I can finally say that my prayers have been answered. With that being said, I know that the most powerful and helpful thing I can say during this speech is a prayer. I invite you all to bow your heads with me and pray for the Ansonia High School class of 2023, considering these words my deepest, most heartfelt wishes for the students I grew up with. Lord, we come before your throne today full of praise and gratitude for the fact that we have made it here today because of your great faithfulness and sufficient grace. Your word tells us in Jeremiah 29:11 that you know the plans you have for us and that they are good plans to prosper us, not to harm us. Today, we are able to see some of those good plans. Lord, I pray that the graduates today will leave with more than a diploma. They will leave with an unwavering vision for their future, one that is fueled by a roaring fire within that only you can light. As we walk into our future, give us the wisdom to act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly as your word commands us in Micah 6:8. Help us to remember that the shine of accolades and the thunder of applause that we may acquire on this earth mean nothing without love. Let us not be distracted by the temptations that pull us right and left. Instead, focus our eyes on the race you have set before us. May we feel encouraged by the scripture of Joshua to be strong and courageous so that we may stand boldly for our convictions, ensuring that the flag with stripes stained red by the sacrifices of our men and women in uniform will forever fly high to the chorus of freedom over the land of liberty. Finally, as we celebrate today, help us to reflect fondly on the past, rejoice in today, and anticipate the coming joys of tomorrow. In the mighty name of Christ Jesus we pray. Amen. Naturally, the speech would not be complete without extending my gratitude to the people who have helped me to this point. First and foremost, thank you, my parents, for pouring 18 years of love into me and teaching me the importance of integrity, grit, and humility. Thank you to my brothers for not letting me take myself too seriously, and my sister for changing my life for the better. Thank you to the rest of my family, my great-grandmother, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and the family friends who feel like family, for being my prayer warriors and support system. Man, I told myself I'd get through this without crying. A special thank you to my grandfather, Papa Arlen, and my great-grandma Rena, who left me a legacy of faith. I hope Jesus is giving you a front row seat in heaven today. Thank you to my counselors, lab instructor, advisors, teachers, administrators, and the Board of Education, who have seen me as more than a number and invested in my education. Finally, thank you to God, who gets all the glory for doing exceedingly and abundantly above all that I could ever ask or imagine. Thank you and congratulations to the Ansonia High School class of 2023.
Dear class of 2023, I think everybody can agree that our senior year has been filled with countless life lessons, from learning to never invite teachers to dance at pep rallies again, to saying farewell to our closest friends. However, the biggest lesson I have learned throughout high school is the importance of the Ansonia community. Over the past 4 years, we have all shared some pretty incredible moments, making it to playoffs multiple times, breaking school records, and watching films starring our classmates. The one thing all these accomplishments have in common is that our devoted community was cheering us on the whole time. As we prepare to venture into adulthood, I think it's important that we never forget our roots in the Ansonia community. I wish I could say I've always held a kind and sympathetic view of community service, but to be honest, I used to see it as just another requirement we had to complete in order to graduate. The more I started getting involved in my community through extracurriculars and volunteer work, however, the more I noticed the true heart of Ansonia. Our community is filled with hardworking, compassionate citizens who want nothing more than to watch the next generation thrive. Over the past 4 years, I have watched the Ansonia community sit outside in the cold sleet during football games, design fundraisers to help students in need, and create scholarships to fund our further education. Because of this, It's our responsibility to repay the Ansonia community for all of their support through the hard work and developments we procure as the next generation of engineers, healthcare professionals, educators, workers, and more. The majority of us aren't sure where the future will bring us, but class of 2023, if there's anything I want taken away from this speech, it's this. It's finally our time to be that supportive coach, teacher, and mentor that the younger generations need. Even if we grow apart from each other and join new communities, we will always be bound together by our roots, the village of Ansonia. As adults, we need to offer the support that has been given to us our whole lives. In doing so, we can ensure that the future generations will thrive. I couldn't end my speech today without thanking the specific community members that have gotten me where I am today. Mom and Dad, you two helped me develop the strong moral compass needed to get through high school. To my 3 brothers, you always kept things lighthearted when I needed it the most. And to my fellow graduates, thank you for shaping me into the person I am today. Finally, I would like to thank all the teachers, staff, and volunteers in Ansonia local schools for believing in me when I couldn't. Best of luck, class of 2023.
I would like to thank the Board of Education, Ansonia staff, my parents, classmates, and friends for getting me here today. Without these people, I would not be giving this speech, and I'm sure everyone here is thrilled to hear 5 valedictorian speeches today. Jerry Dunn, an American athlete dubbed America's Marathon Man, once said, "Don't limit your challenges, challenge your limits." Class of 2023, we need obstacles in our lives to grow and learn. My challenge was my freshman English class. This was the hardest class of my high school career. I'm currently in Edison's nursing program, and yet a class I took as a freshman was the hardest class I've ever taken. However, through this class, I was able to learn time management skills and how to persevere through strenuous times. So there was a purpose to that torture and hard work. I just didn't see it at the time. Even though these challenging times in life may seem like brutal hardships with no end, we need difficulties still be overcome. Whether that was the English class I took as a freshman, another seemingly impossible class, or another event in our lives, we learn from each of those experiences and grow as a person. So some parting words from me to the class of 2023. When faced with challenges, either in college or the workforce, don't just see them as something else to trudge through. Instead, see those challenges as an opportunity to grow. Because when you look back on these struggles years later, you can remember how well you persevered and all the lessons you learned. Class of 2023, challenge your limits. Thank you.
Thank you, Madison, and a big thank you to the Board of Education, parents, grandparents, and all the friends and family gathered here today to celebrate the graduating class of 2023. Zach Bryan, a country artist, once said, "Finally, I learned the hard way that all good things take time." It doesn't feel that long ago when we were little 8th graders so scared to go into high school. It seemed so far away, and yet it had finally caught up to us, and we didn't know what to expect. Everyone has always told us that your high school years go by fast, but to us it seemed like we had so much time to figure everything out and experience everything we needed to within those 4 years. I remember walking into school the first day of freshman year filled with joy and fear like I haven't been going to Ansonia in my whole life. I was so lucky to have a great group of friends, teachers surround me for those 4 years of high school to help me transition out of middle school. Although those 4 years seemed like a long time, we needed those 4 years to develop into the people we are today. I would like to thank those who are here today who have helped mold me into the person I have become. Thank you to all of my teachers, those who inspired me to never give up on my dreams. Thank you to Ansonia local schools for allowing students to advance their education by going to MVCTC. A huge thank you to Emily for being the best friend that everyone wants. You have been my cheerleader since 2nd grade and you have always pushed me to do my best. I can always count on you, and I hope that one day everyone finds a best friend Thank you to my mama for always supporting me in whatever I do. I will always cherish those moments with you celebrating my accomplishments. Thank you to my dad for always keeping me headstrong. I can always count on you to keep me in line and stay focused on the prize. I will treasure all the hours you spent practicing pitching with me just to make me happy and see me achieve great things. Thank you to my lovely sister Mercedes for being my role model. You always understand me like no one else does. You were my second mother growing up and best friend all in one. Thank you to my family for being so caring and encouraging during those 4 years of high school and during the journey of going into college. Thank you to all my classmates for making high school such a fun-filled journey. Good luck to everyone, and may God be with you.
We will now have some scholarships. We'll start with the community members and Mr. Brad Burke.
Good afternoon, class of 2023, administration, faculty, parents, grandparents, family members, alumni, neighbors, and friends. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of over 4,400 graduates of our Ansonia High School Alumni Association to present the following scholarships. Established in 1977, the Ansonia High School Alumni Association started presenting scholarships. This was made possible by the generous contributions of the alumni. This, our Ansonia High School, is where it all started. And thanks to our great Alumni Association, they are paying it forward to these graduating seniors. These graduating seniors at last night's 145th Alumni Banquet received 10 scholarships worth $11,400. Congratulations to 57 members in the class of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, if you hold your applause until all the scholarships have been awarded, congratulations to these recipients of the Ansonia Alumni Class of 2023. As I call your name, would you line up over here to the right? First is Megan Brown. She'll be attending Indiana University, and she received $850 from the Ron and Jessica Bargy Class of 1998 Scholarship. Danae Giesemann. She'll be attending Ball State. She received the Paul Tritchuk Class of 1960 Scholarship in the memory of Pauline Bales Windbagler for $1,200. Ian Brown will be attending Bowling Green State University. He received the F. Marion Cox Class of 1955 Scholarship for $500 and the Ansonia Alumni Association Scholarship for $350. Emily Kelly. She will be attending Ball State University. She received the Merlin and Velma Applegate Scholarship for $1,000. Eric Lee will be attending Wright State University. He received an Ansonia High School Alumni Association Scholarship for $500. Marissa Shook. She will be attending the University of Toledo. She received the Class of 1969 Scholarship for $1,000 and the Ansonia High School Alumni Association for $500. Rebecca Presume. She'll be attending the University of Missouri at Columbia, and she received the Mamie Kearns Warwick Scholarship for $1,500. Madison Warner. She will be attending Edison State Community College. She received the Jeffrey Rayburn Class of 1997 Scholarship for $1,000 and the Class of 1978 Scholarship for $500. Kinsey Hartzell. She will be attending Ohio Northern University, and she received the R&D Leah Charitable Trust Scholarship for $1,500. Nathan Armand. He received the American Legion Scholarship and will be attending UNOH in Lima, Post 353 Scholarship for $1,000. Congratulations to these recipients. now like to introduce Jean Young.
Congratulations, class of 2023. I am Jean Young. I am a member of the Board of Trustees for the Darke County Foundation. For the past 35 years, the Darke County Foundation has been awarding scholarships to local students, grants to nonprofit organizations. This year, the foundation will award over $200,000 to 100 students from Darke County high schools. These students are attending four-year colleges, two-year colleges, or shorter vocational programs. Money for these awards come from funds that the foundation establishes through donations by individuals, by families, or by businesses. As long-term investments, the funds provide a continuing source of income and create lasting legacies for years to come. As I call your name, please come up, stay here until I call everyone, and then we'll get moving on. Our first award is from the Harold and Betty Brewer Scholarship Fund, named for a generous Greenville couple that left a large portion of their estate to the Darke County Foundation. Each year, 5 exceptional students from Darke County receive $2,500 scholarship that is renewable for 4 years. This year, I am proud to say that one of the winners is from Ansonia High School. The recipient is Kinsey Hartzell. Our next scholarship is in memory of Neil Stemley. Neil, who graduated from Ansonia High School in 1956, his family established a scholarship to honor a man who served and strengthened his community through his generous spirit. Neil served on the Ansonia School Board and many other community and church organizations. His leadership at the Stemley Canning Company in New Weston inspired others through his work ethic, his mentorship, and his genuine caring for those around him. The recipient of a $2,500 scholarship from the Neil Stemley Scholarship Fund is Braden Barnes. Our next scholarship is in memory of Wayne Detman. Wayne graduated from Ansonia in 1957 and was also a member of the Ansonia School Board. Wayne was respected in the community as a successful farmer and business owner, and he was a generous supporter of school projects and student need. He provided many scholarships to Ansonia students in the past many years. The following recipient will receive a $2,000 award during her first year of college and $1,500 for her second year. This year, the recipient of the Wayne K. Detman Scholarship is Marissa Shook. Now, the following graduates will receive scholarships from the General Fund of the Darke County Foundation. Each receiving $1,000 scholarships is Danae Giesemann and Austin O'Brien. And then receiving 2,000 scholarships are Aaliyah Hall, Emily, Rebecca Presume, and Marissa Walker. Please come forward. Before I introduce the next presenter, I have one more thing. I need to call you, the graduates' attention. If any of you are pursuing a 2-year degree or a vocational training, and you did not receive a scholarship from the Dark County Foundation, if I didn't give you a scholarship today, you still have time to apply till June the 2nd. And if you are going to a 2-year degree, to get a 2-year degree or a vocational program, please apply. If you need, and it's on the website, the Dark County Foundation. So, next I would like to introduce the academic booster member, Ashley Burke. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Ashley Burke, and I'm representing the Ansonia Academic Boosters. On behalf of the boosters, we would like to congratulate the class of 2023 and your parents for all of your accomplishments. Today, it is our honor to give out 6 scholarships to students that have excelled in the classroom and also have challenged themselves. These students have taken college prep and college level classes. Some of them have gone to MVCTC and have gotten a jump start on what they want to do after they finish their education. The funds for all the scholarships come directly from the academic boosters. When I call your name, please come forward and then wait for a picture to be taken. The first scholarship is the Steve Garman Education Scholarship. This is for a student that is entering into the field of education. This year's recipient is Megan Brown. Congratulations. We are also proud to provide 5 more scholarships to the class of 2023. If you would come forward when I call your name and wait for a group picture. Also, please hold your applause till all the names are called. Scholarships are going to Marissa Shook, Kenzie Hartzell, Madison Warner, Austin Obringer, and Rebecca Presume. Congratulations. Next, I would like to introduce Emily Williams.
Good afternoon. I'm Emily Williams. I am the president of the Ansonia Education Association. First, I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2023. Each year, the AEA awards a scholarship based on academic achievement, personal excellence through extracurricular activities, character, and future plans. On behalf of the AEA, it is my pleasure to award this year's scholarship in the amount of $500 to Megan Brown. I will now turn the program over to Mr. Presume.
Good afternoon. I represent the Ansonia FFA alumni. We would like to extend our congratulations to each and every graduate of the Ansonia High School class of 2023. The Ansonia Education Department is very appreciative of the dedicated students. Each year, the FFA Alumni Association tries to show that appreciation by awarding the scholarships based on academic achievement, dedication to the Ag program, and overall character. On behalf of the FFA Alumni Association, it's my pleasure to award scholarships of $500 each to the following 3 individuals. Please come forward as your name is called. Danae Giesemann, Emily Kelly, and Rebecca Presume. Mr. Robson.
First scholarship that I would like to present is the Jerry Coburn Memorial Scholarship. This $1,000 scholarship is a tribute to Jerry, dedicated educator and community leader. Due to the generosity of the community, family, and friends, this scholarship is in his memory. The scholarship is awarded to Megan Brown. The next scholarship is presented by the Greenville Elks, number 1139, the Loman Shiverdecker Scholarship. It is $1,000 and awarded to Madison Warner. The next scholarship is the Lynn Top Memorial. This scholarship is $750 awarded to outstanding students in the name of Lynn Top. The recipient of this year's scholarship is Madison Warner. The Ansonia Youth Football Scholarship is a $1,000 scholarship awarded to a senior who participated in the program. This year's recipient is Ian Hackler. On behalf of the Ansonia Local Support Personnel Association, representing the support staff at Ansonia Local Schools, they're pleased to offer 2 scholarships this year in the amount of $400 each to the following seniors: Ian Brown and Megan Brown. There are several scholarships that have been awarded previously, but we'd like to announce them at this time. So graduates, please stand to be recognized when I call your name. Nathan Armand. He received the Bob Hall Technical Scholarship for $2,000. Congratulations. Gabriella Balcone. The Cincinnati Century Scholarship for $2,500. Congratulations. Brayden Barnes. The University of Dayton Father Shamanov Scholarship for $64,000. The Forever Flyer Scholarship for $40,820. The UD Textbook Scholarship for $4,000. Congratulations, Brayden. BGSU Freshman Scholarship for $22,000. The Thompson Working Family Scholarship for $22,000. Francis Marion Cox Memorial Scholarship for $500. The National Technical Honor Society Scholarship for $500. And the Ansonia Local Support Personnel Scholarship for $400. Congratulations, Ian. Megan Brown. IU East Counselor Select Scholarship for $7,000. The IU East Red Wolf Scholarship, $4,000. The IU East Group Scholars Program Scholarship, $2,000. Jerry Coverman for $1,000. Steve Garman for $500. The Ansonia Education Association Scholarship for $500. And the Ansonia Local Support Personnel Scholarship for $400. Congratulations, Megan. Michaela Burtis, the Dean College Presidential Scholarship for $23,000. Congratulations. Danae Giesemann, Ball State Scholars Award for $16,000. Sinclair College Tech Prep Scholarship, $3,000. National Technical Honor Society Scholarship, $500. And the Ansonia FFA Alumni Scholarship for $500. Congratulations. Raymond Grillo, the Sinclair College Tech Prep Scholarship for $3,000. Congratulations. Ian Hackler, Sinclair College Tech Prep Scholarship, $3,000. The V.H. Cooper Scholarship for $1,000. The Ansonia Youth Football Scholarship for $1,000. And the National Technical Honor Society Scholarship for $500. Congratulations. Aaliyah Hall, the Henry J. Hawk Senior Scholarship for $2,000. Congratulations. Kenzie Hartzell, the Ohio Northern Presidential Scholarship for $100,000. The Ohio Northern Pharmacy Polar Award for $20,000. Choose Ohio First Scholarship for $12,000. The Klondike Scholarship for $9,200, Pharmacy Interview Scholarship for $8,000, the R&D Liette Charitable Trust Scholarship for $1,500, the Greenville Business Professional Women's Club Scholarship for $1,000, the Greenville Rotary Scholarship for $1,000, the VFW Voice of Democracy Scholarship for $500, and the Ansonia Academic Booster Scholarship for $500. Congratulations. Kaylin Johnson, the National Technical Honor Society Scholarship for $500. Congratulations. Emily Kelly, Ball State Merit Scholarship, $56,000. The Ball State Scholars Award for $16,000. National Technical Honor Society Scholarship for $500. The Ansonia FFA Alumni Scholarship for $500. Congratulations. Eric Lee, the Wright State Dean's Half Tuition Scholarship for $24,428. The Wright State Green and Gold Scholarship for $14,000. The Wright State Scholars Event Scholarship for $4,000. Wright State Alumni Association Scholarship for $4,000. Moose Heart of the Community Scholarship for $1,000. And the Ansonia Music Booster Scholarship for $500. Congratulations. Austin Obringer, Miami University Governor Scholarship for $71,232. Dark County ESC Franklin B. Walter Scholarship for $250. Ansonia Academic Booster Scholarship for $250. Congratulations. Rebecca Presume, the University of Missouri Mark Twain Scholarship for $86,000. The MVCTC Treva and Robert Seidel Scholarship for $2,000. The Greenville Business Professional Women's Club Scholarship for $1,000. The Wayne Healthcare Foundation Scholarship for $1,000. The National Technical Honor Society Scholarship for $500. Ansonia FFA Alumni Scholarship for $500. Ansonia Academic Booster Scholarship for $250. Congratulations. Scott Ritchie, the University of Toledo Regents Scholarship for $18,000. Congratulations. Haley Sebring, Ball State Presidential Scholarship for $64,000 and the Ball State Beneficence Award for $2,000. Congratulations. Marissa Shook, Toledo Toledo Excellence Scholarship for $24,000, the Rocket Scholars Day Award for $22,800, University of Toledo Science Achievement Scholarship for $6,000, Whirlpool Megawatt Scholarship for $5,000, the Toledo Wall Scholarship for $4,000, Believe in Ohio Scholarship for $3,000, Greenville Rotary Scholarship for $1,000, Ohio Oil and Gas Energy Scholarship for $1,000, the Ohio Natural Energy Institute Foundation Scholarship for $1,000, the Douglas Steinbrenner Memorial Scholarship for $1,000, the Ansonia Academic Booster Scholarship for $750, and the Ansonia Music Booster Scholarship for $500. Congratulations. Ben Thorpe, the Sinclair College Tech Prep Scholarship for $3,000. Congratulations. Jeff Thorpe, the Sinclair College Tech Prep Scholarship for $3,000. Congratulations. Madison Warner, the Thomas Alva Edison Scholarship for $10,000, the D. Douglas King Memorial Scholarship for $3,375, the Edison State Tuition Waiver for $2,000, Dark Rural Electric Scholarship for $1,000, Dayton Dragon Scholarship for $1,000, Greenville Elks Loman Schipperdecker Scholarship for $1,000, Wayne Healthcare Foundation Scholarship for $1,000, Ohio BPW 2023 Nursing Scholarship for $1,000, Lintop Memorial Scholarship for $750, Ansonia Academic Booster Scholarship $500, UVMC Sharing Plus Youth Scholarship for $500, and the UVMC Foundation Scholarship for $500. Congratulations.
There's a lot of scholarships.
So as a total for this class, the amount is a little over $880,000 that they've earned towards college. I would now like to recognize some academic groups within the class of 2023. Students, please stand while we acknowledge you. Please hold your applause until the last student is called in each group. First off is National Honor Society members: Ian Brown, Madison Esser, Aaliyah Hall, Emily Kelly, Austin Obringer, Ian Schmidtmeyer, Marissa Shook, Megan Brown, Danae Giesemann, Kinsey Hartzell, Eric Lee, Scott Ritchie, Haley Sebring, and Madison Warner. Congratulations. Next group is the academic top 10. Kinsey Hartzell, Marissa Shook, Madison Warner, Austin Obringer, Rebecca Presume, Danae Giesemann, Emily Kelly, Haley Sebring, Ian Brown, and Megan Brown. Congratulations. Next group I'd like to recognize is the Honors Diploma recipients: Kinsey Hartzell, Marissa Shook, Madison Warner, Austin Obringer, Rebecca Presume, Haley Sebring, Ian Brown, Eric Lee, Aaliyah Hall, Kaylin Johnson, Gabby Balcom, and Maddie Esser. Next group is MVCTC students who have completed their vocational education program: Rebecca Presume, Kaylin Johnson, Emily Kelly, Megan Brown, Jeff Thorpe, Parker Helton, Ian Hackler, Danae Giesemann, Ian Brown, Raven Grillo, Ben Thorpe, and Austin Engel. Congratulations. And the next group is the National Technical Honor Society members: Rebecca Presume, Kaylin Johnson, Emily Kelly, Ian Hackler, Danae Giesemann, and Ian Brown. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to thank a few people, Ethan Sparks and Austin Singer, for being the technology men here today. Maddie Woodyard, Brenna Schmidt, Michaela Stockler, and Mercedes Leeper for assisting with the ceremony. The junior senior high band and the director, Mrs. Berry, for providing the music on this special day. FFA members, the advisors, Dr. Scammahorn and Mrs. Williams, and also Mr. Garilio and the custodial staff for the hard work in preparing the building and grounds for this Memorial Day weekend. Mr. Sutter, guidance counselor and senior class advisor for Ansonia Schools, for helping the seniors apply for scholarships, scripting today's ceremonies, and providing guidance for our graduates. I would also like to thank Mrs. Riffle, high school secretary, for being the school representative, working with Jostens, and keeping all of us organized. Please join me in showing our appreciation with a round of applause. Now I'd like to turn things over to our superintendent, Mr. Brigette.
Good afternoon. I have the honor and privilege to recognize our special guests this afternoon. So if you are a parent of a member of the graduating class, would you please stand and be recognized?